Welcome, internet world, back to Talking Trash with Waylo and J-Dog. J-Dog, how you been doing this week, man?
Pretty good.
New show, episode 2, for better or worse, we back. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to talk about the NFL from last week, and we're not going to do like 90% of the sports shows and start with the Cowboys because even though they won, they're 4-5. We're going to talk about a good team, my New Orleans Saints, who looked absolutely unstoppable last week. And I don't want to hear you playing the Cincinnati Bengals. They're an NFL team with NFL players which get paid a lot of money to do stuff.
I expected them to win, but I didn't expect them to win by that big of a margin.
We never even punted. You can look at I'm sure my expert producer Joshua Sepulveda can put it up, but if you look at our offensive drives, it'll tell you touchdown, 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 field goal, touchdown, touchdown. That's how you play.
And shout out to the Saints and my boy Jalen Smith on the Cowboys for throwing up the X.
Throwing up the X, yeah. They're very, very respectful, very cool. Kind of says a lot about Dez. We're not going to touch on it a lot. He's out for the year. God bless you. Godspeed back. Yeah, but it says a lot about the man that was on the team for 3 days and teammates are throwing up the X for him. So maybe he ain't the bad guy that some people try to paint him out to be. Just maybe.
Try to tell people that.
But moving on to the game, they looked extraordinary. Congratulations to Drew Brees. Drew Brees. Number 2 all-time throwing and touchdowns. 1 man left to catch. We're going to get him. I guess this has to be our guest this week because J-Dog, we can't get nobody to come on. A lot of people say they want it, but nobody's coming on. I'm about 2 episodes away from shouting people out by name. But Mr. Drew Brees, he's our guest today. Congratulations. Saints looked awesome. Not really much to say other than that. I mean, when you got a good team, it's kind of hard to talk about them because it's easier to talk about your team when you're struggling.
They play Philly this week.
So, Cowboy fans, I'm assuming you'll be Saints fans this week. Not looking good for that game for Philly. I seen today they lost their only decent cornerback they had, Darby, out for the year. Yeah. Add that on to the other 2 or 3 they already had. So, playing a deep offense that just went touchdown.
And if you watch that game, I'll go ahead and tell you how that happened. Not bragging, not laughing about it because I don't ever want nobody to get hurt like that. But Cooper actually tore his ACL. He tore that dude's ACL. If you go back and look at it, you'll see when he was trying to cover him, he done him in.
Well, on that, J-Dog, let's segue here to you Dallas Cowboys. Big win.
Real big win. You go in the Super Bowl champ's house, especially in Philly, bad as their fans are, and it's hard to win over there.
And I know you, and I know a lot of Cowboy fans, and I don't want to put all y'all in the same basket because that's a mistake to put any group of people in the same basket. Everybody's different, but there are a lot of Cowboy fans who last week were doing their best Chicken Little impersonation with the skies falling. Coaches is going to be fired. I also know a lot of Cowboy fans that's going to be stretching the other way this week because y'all got a big win. You still feel the same way?
I'd still fire Gary and Linehan today. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, do they deserve props? Yeah, a little. But in the last minute, I think we went too conservative. I almost got the game going into overtime over nothing, making dumb decisions again like always. But yeah, I'd fire them again today.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
I agree with you. The Cowboys aren't my least favorite team. Not a fan, but they're not my least favorite team. Matter of fact, y'all playing my least favorite team this week. But back on topic, I think the same problems y'all had, y'all still have them. I still think the same pluses y'all still have them. I think y'all did a better job against the Eagles at using y'all's positive traits, and that's why y'all won the game. If you give Ezekiel Elliott the ball, I hate the stupid feed me thing. I hate it. I hate it. But if you feed him, then your offense is going to be better. He's by far and away y'all's best player on offense, without question. If y'all want to play good every week, y'all play like that every week. Not going to say y'all going to beat every team. The Eagles are the defending Super Bowl champions. Their record may not be good right now, but they still are all the Super Bowl champions with a excellent quarterback, and the Cowboys won that game straight up. No, the refs cost me, nothing like that. Y'all went on the road to Philly, a hard place for anybody to win, and took that game. So I think congratulations goes out, but you still sticking by your guns. Coaches need to go.
Coaches, Linehan and Good need to go. And if I got to pick one right now, then Linehan needs to go.
So at the end of the season, let's just say we kind of talked about it last week. Let's say they run off 4 or 5 wins. Let's say they finish 8-8. That good enough? Is that good enough for Jason Garrett to keep his job?
No.
So
not to me.
What is the scenario that you can see as a Cowboys fan that you would accept Jerry Jones at the end of this football season and say, Jason Garrett's going to be our coach next season? What would have to happen? What's the scenario in your mind?
We'd have to make at least a second round of playoffs.
So win a playoff game.
Yeah, have to win a playoff game.
You have to win a playoff game. In order to win a playoff game, you have to make the playoffs. What's your record? What's your record going to have to be to make the playoffs, you think?
In that division, really not sure. I mean, yeah.
What are you?
Washington's leading it.
2 games in
by 2 games.
2 games in the hole. With how many games left? 8.
It's 11.
Every team's got. What's your record right now? 4 and 5.
4 and 5 right now.
So what's that mean? 7 games left to play. Everybody plays 16, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not a math teacher, but I'm married to one.
I mean, you could possibly win this division. Probably with just one win over 500, I would think.
So 9-7.
I'd say, 9-7.
So y'all have to go 5-2 for the rest of the year. See that happening? Just between me and you, I know for sure 1 loss is coming.
It'd be awesome, but I don't know. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on it at all.
Okay. Anything else from last week's NFL regular season games tickle your fancy? Got you in an uproar? Maybe make you want to say
Tennessee absolutely smoked the Patriots.
Would you call it the surprise of the week?
Yeah.
Yeah, without question.
No doubt. And I was kind of down. We lost to Tennessee or whatever, but I'm telling you right now, the league needs to respect their defense.
Definitely.
Their defense is for real, and Mariota don't make many mistakes. He don't throw for 400 or 500 yards and 5 touchdowns, but he does the right things.
Their coach, Mike Vrabel, from the Patriots, looking like the real deal right now.
Yeah, and I like that call too. That whenever New England tried to put Brady out at wide receiver and it didn't work, it looked like somebody shot him actually out of a deer stand when he fell, and then Vrabel turned around and did
right back
and it worked out good.
With an actual athletic quarterback. Makes a big difference when your quarterback can take 3 steps without falling.
Exactly.
Anything else on the NFL season last week that got you interested?
Well, my player of the week, I want to shout out my boy LVE Vander Esch from the Cowboys. Hey, he doing his thing. He's something that blew my mind was that I knew he led our team in tackles, but he is actually tied for 2nd in the league in tackles. He's only 1 behind the guy from Indianapolis.
Which, interesting fact, both rookies.
Both rookies.
With that being said, let's touch on that real quick. It's something we're going to do every week. We're going to have a player of the week. We're going to be up front with you. Majority of the time it's going to come off one of our 2 teams. Deal with it. Your boy, young Sean Lee. Does that mean it's time to move on from old Sean Lee?
I think it's time to tell Sean Lee, hey, you can be our coach. I think he'd be a great linebackers coach. But yeah, it's time to walk away.
Yeah, I agree.
It's time to walk away. This kid right here, like I said, man, I thank him every day for drafting this kid. He is turning into a bull.
Yeah, fast, smart player.
Fast, smart. He's everywhere.
Healthy.
He saved us probably a game-changing touchdown, I would say. Because everybody was on that right side, and he just blew it up. He blew it up.
And he's healthy. He's out there every week. And that's the only knock on Sean Lee. I think if Sean Lee stayed healthy, he's a Pro Bowler every year.
Oh, no doubt. The kid, the man had a cast on his arm one time, and he was making tackles more than anybody on the team. But yeah, it's time to walk away. And it really is. I'm
going to flip the coin here. I'm going to give my player of the week, and it's going to be Mr. Mark Ingram, another guy that threw the X up. And his first real impressive game since being back, looking like he's getting his legs back underneath him. The last thing the NFL needed was for the Saints to have Ingram and Kamara playing great. When you have one of the 5 best quarterbacks of all time, and he doesn't necessarily have to win every game for you, great thing. So to Mark Ingram, welcome back. You've been back for a couple of weeks now, I know, but first good game, welcome back. He's my player of the week, Mark Ingram. Here on Talking Trash, we're going to throw some segments at y'all every once in a while. This one is called Getting Hot. J-Dawg, what's getting you hot this week, my man?
It don't make any sense at all. Yeah, I mean, I saw a football game that a team did not get called for a freaking penalty the whole game. I got stuff on my Facebook page that I found and everything else. When my man was getting in a chokehold, like Ronda Rousey had him in a chokehold from getting a sack.
I'm assuming this is the Cowboys game?
Yes, that's definitely on the Cowboys game. Like I said, I mean, they said, I actually wrote this down. It says we was the first team in NFL history to win a road game that an opponent did not get called for a single penalty. A single penalty, folks. And we gained more than 400 yards and commit fewer than 2 turnovers. So that is my rant and what burned me. You cannot tell me that any team in the NFL does not commit 1 penalty, during the game. I mean, say what you want to say, but I think that was a joke.
Hey, I'm with you, buddy. That's hard to believe. Hard to believe. That's what's getting you hot this week,
yeah,
huh?
That's what got me hot.
I'm gonna tell you what's getting me hot this week, Mr. Jeremy Leone, and that's other shows like this show. And these are professional shows like First Take. Okay, I made a comment at the beginning of this show that we was gonna start off with a winning team. I spent yesterday watching First Take, and it was an hour into the show before my very good New Orleans Saints team was talked about. And even when it was brought up, it wasn't to praise them, to talk about how good they were. It was to discuss who was the better 8-1 team, them, the Chiefs, or the Rams. They spent the first 30 minutes of the show talking about, I'm sorry, J-Dawg, but your 4-win team and the 4-win team Eagles. I mean, I get it. America's team, y'all got the controversy, y'all got the owner, the publicity. But, I mean, it's a sports show, right? It's not a rumor show or a popularity contest. It's a sports show. I believe you should talk about the best things in sports first. Do the Cowboys, even no matter what the record is, have a spot on any sports show ever? Yes, of course, they're the Dallas Cowboys. Just like the Los Angeles Lakers or the Boston Celtics or the New York Yankees. Yes, what you've done in the past gets you some credit, deserves you some respect. But my team just got through, as I said earlier, touchdown, 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 field goal, touchdown. And it was an hour into the show before it got talked about. That will never happen on this show. All right, everybody, this is our pick-em section of the show. We're going to pick this week's NFL games. J-Dawg, let's start off with the Vikings traveling to the first place Chicago Bears. Who you got?
I'm going to take the Vikings, but I think it's going to be a close game.
I'm actually on the Bears a little bit this year, but I think the Vikings get them this week. I'm going Vikings too. Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers traveling to Seattle. Historically, these two teams have had great games. Both of them are actually in the playoff hunt, but they both need to win. Who you got?
I'm not going against A-Rod.
I'm also going to go Green Bay. Another battle, 2 first-place teams, the Houston Texans at the Washington Redskins. This is a game that, as a Cowboys fan, I'm sure you're going to be keeping an eye on. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to want the Texans to win, and I definitely think the Texans can win because Watson, he's getting healthy, and his offensive line has been getting him some major protection lately.
Yeah,
and that's bad news whenever.
I'm Texans all the way on this, and the Redskins are one of those first-place teams that when somebody tells you they're in first place,
they ain't legit.
Why?
They're 2 games ahead in our division, but they ain't legit.
Moving on. Oh, Lord. We're going to have to pick a game as dud of the week. This is definitely it. The Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. I feel dumb picking this. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go with Arizona because they're at home.
I'm going to go with Arizona because they're at home, and I like Fitzgerald.
And I'm going to tell you, I will say something quick about the Cardinals. For what I've seen of Josh Rosen, he looks all right.
Does he?
He looks all right. Let's roll on to my team, the Eagles, Super Bowl champions, traveling to New Orleans to face the smoking hot New Orleans Saints. J-Dawg, I'll start off. Ain't no surprise who I'm going to take. Saints, who you got, buddy?
Hey, they ain't beating the Saints at home.
Yeah, we're on a tear. Philadelphia's defense is just tore up. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's another touchdown field goal game. Moving on. We're going to dedicate this as our game of the week.
Definitely.
J-Dawg, we have the Chiefs traveling to the Rams in Mexico City. Who you got? How we think it's playing out here, buddy?
Man, that's a tough one.
Tough.
I mean, that's one you can flip a quarter and take either one. I'm gonna have to go with Mahomes. I think they got too many weapons. I think The blow to the Rams losing cup.
Oh, big time.
That was
I didn't
huge.
even talk about that. Big time.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to take Kansas City.
You know, I was about to say the Rams, and then you said the Cooper Kupp injury. I slipped my mind. With that being said, I think I'm gonna go roll with you. I think I'm gonna say the Chiefs. Good game though. I figure it's gonna be 41-39, something like that. Definitely probably the game to watch. Next game on the list, J-Dog, is your Dallas Cowboys traveling to the Atlanta Falcons. This game is actually going to affect both of us. I hate the Falcons, least favorite team in the NFL. Cowboys, they up on the list. This is a tough one for me, J-Dog. I'm going to let you pick first. Give me something to think about. Talk me into something.
I'm taking my boys, of course. I don't think Atlanta's secondary is that good. I think if our coordinator and our coach can be on the same page and call a decent game the way they called against Philly, I think we shouldn't have no problem beating Atlanta. Matty Ice, yeah, he's a good quarterback, but I feel like he is going to be pressured all game, kind of like Wentz was. He threw it for over 300, still took an L. I'm taking Dallas.
I'm going to pick the Cowboys, and the reason I'm going to pick them may not make much football sense, but I'm going to take them because I want y'all on a 2-game winning streak when y'all come play up when we play y'all. I'd rather play an overconfident Dallas Cowboy team
they ain't going to be overconfident
than a desperate team. Desperate teams are dangerous. I'd rather play a team at 1-2 in a row and might think they're going to do something.
Makes sense, though.
So I'm going to pick Dallas. Next game, Cincinnati and Baltimore. These are two teams that are going the wrong direction. Not for sure. I've seen some reports that Lamar Jackson might get the start. That's going to be interesting. I don't really know what I think about Lamar Jackson yet, but I am going to take Baltimore because you can't take a whipping like the Bengals just took and that not affect you the next week. They have to be reeling right now, so I'm picking Baltimore, J-Dog.
I'm going to take the Ravens at home. I think they do enough with their defense, and they pull it out.
Moving on, we got the Carolina Panthers versus the Detroit Lions. Battle of the Cats. Carolina is my second least favorite team. This one's hard for me. They're my second least favorite team, but I gotta pick them to win. Detroit just hasn't shown me anything since they beat New England a few weeks ago. I'm going Carolina, J-Dog.
I'm going with Cam.
I'm not doing all that stupid man.
I'm going with Cam. They're gonna win. I think they're gonna win in a big way.
I'm not doing that crap. Tennessee at Colts. Two surprisingly impressive teams. Andrew Luck. There is an award in the NFL called Comeback Player of the Year. Andrew Luck has it locked down. If you look at his numbers, he is one of the more impressive quarterbacks in the league this year with not that much around him. I am picking the Colts to win this game.
I'm gonna go against Waylo on this one. I'm gonna go with the Titans because their defense. Like I said, hats off to Luck. He's a beast, but he don't have enough weapons. He's got a tight end, Ebron. He's a beast. And I think he leads all tight ends in touchdowns.
He's very good. Very good.
But I just don't think, even with them being at home, I'm going to have to go with Tennessee.
Next game, I'm sure when they made the NFL schedule, this is one that probably they circled, it ain't looking like a great game now. Pittsburgh at Jacksonville. Jacksonville has fallen to all kinds of they've just fallen apart, Jeremy. I'm picking Pittsburgh in this game. I ain't really got to think about it much.
I'm going to go with Pittsburgh too, and I'm going to say Le'Veon who?
Right.
Nobody cares.
You say that's a subject we hadn't even touched on this show because the man ain't there. He's holding out for money. To me, it's not really much to talk about.
Nothing to talk about.
He'll get his money next year. I don't know how you pass up on the $15 million he would have got paid this year. At my house, I ain't passing up on $15. $15 million, shit, that'll help the
guy that's taking his place is doing his job plus on it.
Yeah. We'll move on to Tampa Bay Buccaneers and New York Giants. Giants actually coming off a win. Tampa Bay don't know if they want a sorry quarterback 1 or sorry quarterback 2. I'm actually going to pick the Giants to win this game. They at least have talent. Barkley is the offensive rookie of the year to me. Baker Mayfield closely behind him, but they at least have talent in New York. I'm taking the Giants.
I'm gonna go with Fitzmagic one more time. I'm gonna have to go out with him again. I mean, he threw for over 400, but he had some costly turnovers. But I'm gonna go with the Bucs.
And what's bad about that team, it might not even be Fitzmagic. It might be whatever the hell you want to call James Winston. Last game on the list here, J-Dawg. We have the Denver Broncos going to my AFC Super Bowl pick. San Diego Chargers. Of course, I got to go with the Chargers here. I think probably the most under-radar team in the NFL is the Chargers. They're very good offensively, defensively. Going with the Chargers, J-Dog.
Chargers.
And that's our picks for this week. Love them or hate them. We'll see how we did next week. Big news in the NBA since our last show would be the Jimmy Butler trade. You giving it a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a thumbs in the middle? How you feeling about it?
Thumbs up. I think it actually pushes. You can agree, disagree. Anybody else agree, disagree? I think it pushes them in the East. I think they actually.
Where do you think it pushes them up to? Where did you have them before? Where do you have them now?
I think I had them top 5. I can't remember where I placed them, but I think I think they can actually compete with Boston.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give it a thumbs in the middle, and this is why. I had them 3rd in the East before. I got them 3rd in the East right now. Does it make them better? Absolutely makes them better. Does it give them a better chance at Toronto and Boston? Absolutely. I don't think they gave up much. I know Covington and Sarge. I know they're nice players.
They'll be good for Minnesota.
Right. I think it's actually a good trade. It's one of those rare trades where it's good for both teams. He had to go. I mean, there's no question.
I don't know what happened with that deal. I don't know if it was the coach, players, or what, but something just fell apart.
Let me ask you this: the pretty much confirmed rumor out there that Houston was willing to give up 4 first-rounders for him. Do you think what they got is a better deal?
Wow.
Do you think they're crazy for not taking the 4 first-rounders for him? How do you feel about that?
4 first-rounders?
That's a lot for anybody. But you got to think, though, if you get 4 first-round picks from Houston, that's not like getting 4 first-round picks from the Phoenix Suns. I mean, really in the NBA, it's not the NFL. What good is a 30th pick in the NBA draft?
You got a point. You got a point.
So,
since you brought up Houston, let's go ahead and bring up something that just hit me off the top of my head. Carmelo Anthony.
Oh.
I said it wouldn't work out to begin with. I'm going to go ahead and tell you straight up. Do I know where he's going? I ain't got a clue. Do I think he's going to help somebody? I ain't got a clue. I'm wondering what's wrong with Carmelo myself. It seems like he's out of it.
In my slight tribute to Des Bryant, is it time to throw up an X on Carmelo right now? Is he done?
He's done. He's done in Houston.
So
he's done in Houston.
Can he help anybody? Can you see Carmelo making a difference on any NBA team, or is he at the point now where he needs to be on a sorry team where he can shoot 30 times a game to get his 20 points?
I'm not sure. I mean, I hate to just shut the man down, but I mean, I wouldn't want him on LA if they gave him to him.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. Would you want the Lakers to sign him? Yeah, me neither. I'm never really been a Carmelo fan. I respect. Just because I don't like somebody doesn't mean I don't know what my eyeballs
I liked him when he came out of Syracuse in college.
He's a good player. One of the best offensive players I've seen. But I think it's about that time.
He needs to do some soul searching and find out, if he's got anything left.
Well, J-Dog, while we on the league, is anything on your mind? You noticed anything this week?
Yeah, it sure is.
Okay, but then
go ahead and make y'all mad again.
Make them mad.
Greatest player in the game. Once again, I almost choked the game away the other night. Thank God for my boy.
You said greatest player.
Kuzma.
I thought you were talking about Michael or Kobe again.
I'm not talking about of all time.
Okay.
I said it right now.
Okay, LeBron.
So, he almost choked away 2 free throws.
Yeah. What's up with the free throw thing? Is it mental?
I don't know.
I'm going to tell you, I think he's scared.
It's got to get fixed.
I think I said it on the last show. We say a lot of things, and we have a great producer and editor, cameraman behind the scenes. He makes us look better and sound smarter than we are.
Exactly.
So we say a lot of things that may not make what you see. So sometimes it's going to seem repetitive to us. But I think I mentioned last show that I don't think LeBron wants the ball at the end of the game. I think he's scared to death to step to that free throw line.
Because they're going to foul him. I'm telling you right now, y'all remember Hack-a-Shaq, how boring it was? Get ready for Hack-a-Bron because it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
He's
like I said, thank God for my boy Kuzma to throw up a shot where LeBron got the dunk, but shout out to Tyson Chandler.
Yeah, Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler won
mentioned him a little bit last week. Tyson Chandler playing big time. He's doing what the Lakers didn't even do. Block shots, rebound, play defense. We don't need Tyson Chandler to score 20 a game.
Come in and spell Javette.
That's all you got to do.
I'm going to hit on, first thing I'm going to hit on is the drive for 5. Manny Tigers. They beat the brakes off number 32 Ville Platte. I mean, beat the brakes off from them. 76-0. I said I've only caught 1 game, but I mean, I keep up with them. I read the papers and stuff, and I got a buddy of mine that he goes to every game, and I talk to him all the time. And he said that they had a real nice presentation for the veterans. He said it was real nice. So I will mention something to y'all. If you've never been to a Manny game and you like fireworks, go. I tell you what, you'll think you down there in Natchitoches at the Christmas lights. The fireworks that Slade's Electronic puts on for the Manny games are incredible. I mean incredible. It'll have people I've seen on the side of the road just stop on the side of the road while Manny's coming out and they got the fireworks just going off. Second round, Manny will be playing at home again against number 16 Rayville. They're in it. Don't think they've been tested and they're in trouble. I think it's another smoke job by Manny. So let's go Tigers. Keep it going. Now one I will be trying to make that I talked to my buddy on will be Friday, November the 30th. It's looking like it's going to be a matchup at Welsh at Manny. They say it should be a good one. That'll be actually the semifinal game. So I'm going to try my best to get out there to watch that one. But go Tigers. I went to the E-Bob tournament. Basketball, we like I said, the Mazzawali Hawks, Mighty Hawks, they won first. Stanley's girls, they won first. Stanley beat our girls 52-49. Shout out to our girls because they were actually down pretty good, but they did not give up. And despite a couple girls that didn't have a good game, I was really proud of how they battled back because a lot of people had our girls getting blowed out by Stanley. But I got news for you though. Our girls, they're tough and they got heart. And like I told them, everybody has bad games. People in the NBA have bad games. Just because you miss one shot don't mean you stop shooting. I mean, shoot the ball. Some's going to go in, some's not. We actually had a chance to tie that game up, and one of the girls took a good three, and she was kind of down on herself. And like I told her, hey, you was wide open. It just didn't fall. It actually went in and come out. So, Stanley won that one. Shout out Stanley. And then Stanley ended up beating E-Bob in the finals. Blah, blah. Our boys, we played Negrete, and everybody thought Negrete could hang with us and not knocking Negrete because we beat them by 1 point in a scrimmage, but it got ugly in a hurry. So I will be trying to see some games. Well, tonight I will be going to Simsboro to watch, I think, the game of the year. Right now, I think the game of the year for us was with Summerfield, which was your Class C state champions, and we lost by 1 point. But tonight we're playing Simsboro, and they really are thorn in our side because I feel like they took a championship from us last year, and let's just hope the referees call it down the line and we get out of there safe because I heard it gets kind of crazy. But go Hawks, and I will be going to the Florine tournament. I think it's a round robin. I think our girls play Pleasant Hill first, and we end up playing Pleasant Hill's boys, which supposedly supposed to be a good team. And I figured they would. They're young. That's another team that says that they can hang with Zawali. Hey, we'll see. That's about all I got for now. I'll get back with y'all, and I'll be keeping up with my bugs will be back home. They've been away for a while. I'm talking about my mud bugs up there in Bossier, the hockey team. Yeah, we been away for a while because we had the fair up in Shreveport, and not looking too good. Making a bunch of costly penalties. It's costing us games. It's still early in the season yet. I think we're probably about 4 games out, maybe 4 to 6. That's not too bad because you gain a point, each game, stuff like that. But we're coming back Friday and Saturday. I actually heard that Friday might be a sellout. I'm not going to get to watch them this weekend because I'm going to be out of town, but I will be keeping up with them. I got a lot of friends, and I call my Mudbugs family. I will be reporting back and getting back, to them. But hey, if you ain't never been to a hockey game, just try it.
I can testify to that. I went to one, and I know nothing
it's cold.
about it. It was
yes,
fun.
It's cold in there, but you get adjusted to it. But man, those kids, they give their all. They give their all, and it's real exciting. It's a family atmosphere. They play music all the time. You get to dance and stuff. But I mean, just try it out and see if you might like it. You know, I mean, I got hooked on it. I got hooked on it quick. So, but yeah, I'll be bringing back, you know, what's going on and how we do. Like I said, since we're back home, and hopefully we can get it back to going again.
Cool, J-Dog, cool. Well, first thing I want to talk about that I'm loving this week affects everybody sitting in this room right now. And I want to thank anybody that watches this, that watched our last video. We've gotten great responses, way more views than we ever thought we could. Man, we're doing this just for fun. If you want to tell your friends, tell your buddies, I mean, the more people to watch it, I mean, you ain't even got to like it. You could think we're a couple doofuses, but we appreciate you even taking the time. Everybody's got a busy life. Take your time out to watch our show. We really do appreciate it. Me and J-Dog, we just sit here and flap our gums about stuff that we were going to talk about anyway. The real work gets done by Josh Sepulvedo's lovely wife Paige. They're the ones doing the work, so special shout out to them.
All the pictures and stuff you see inside, it's all them. It's all them.
So thank you very much.
Oh, that's good. He hit on that. I thank everybody too. Some people said we're not talking about certain topics. We actually are, but we don't want to run it, you know, too long to where we get bored.
Yeah, we don't want to take up 2 hours of your life every week. We have a lot of stuff. Be looking out for what we're gonna call mini episodes. It may just be a 5-minute, one-topic thing that we talk about. We appreciate any views, any likes, any comments, any suggestions. Like us, subscribe to us. It goes a long way. It goes a long way.
As soon as it gets posted, I will be posting it on my Facebook page, and you can share it with anybody.
Yeah, for anybody that knows us, prepare to be bugged every week with this.
Like you said, if you have a debate against me or Waylon or whatever, hey, come on.
And if you're the kind of person that don't think you can make it out to our location, which is in the Greet where we filming, we can work something out. We are a traveling show. We can work it out to come to you. My second thing that's a personal thing that I'm loving this week is a shout out to my wife. We celebrated 16 years together this past week. Anybody that knows me knows that 16 minutes with me is a chore, much less 16 years. I love her. She's my rock. She's anything that's good about me. Her and my babies are responsible for, so shout out to my wife. 16 years together. 16 years straight. Nah, we didn't split up halfway through it and keep on counting. 16 years straight. Love you to death, baby. Happy anniversary. This is going to be our show for the week. Thank you, everybody out there. We'll see you next week.
I'm J-Dog.
I'm Waylo, and this is Talking Trash.